Hey there, very happy Monday to you. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz taking a deeper dive into the forecast because boy, we have big changes up ahead. If you want sunshine, warm temperatures, soak up today and tomorrow because we're going to have 60s and 70s today. Temperatures will peak on Tuesday, 70s and potentially some 80s out there, but then things really begin to change. We're looking at a pretty significant flip in our weather pattern, but we need this rain that's expected to move in as early as Tuesday night, but more than likely Wednesday morning. But things stay pretty unsettled for much of the week. Today, tomorrow, you see this ridge. This is going to keep us warm and dry. And then you see this low that's over the Pacific. That's going to track closer to the coast. It's more of a cutoff low, but it's troughing. That's going to start to lead to more of an unsettled weather pattern. The track of this low, as it approaches the coast, it's going to determine whether we get a couple of thunderstorms Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. The models have gone all over the place with this, showing the potential of that low going anywhere from Northern California and into Oregon, but ultimately the track of that, so if it moves farther to the north toward more Oregon, that could lead to some thunderstorms developing over Oregon as we head to Tuesday, but more so Tuesday evening and Tuesday night. And then those could move into western Washington again as early as Tuesday evening. The Storm Prediction Center right now out of Norman, Oklahoma, are showing essentially where thunderstorms, the greatest chance for thunderstorms Tuesday and Tuesday night. And that's really basically along and east of I-5 and over portions of the Cascades over Oregon, which it would bring some lightning, gusty winds, and maybe even some small hail. If the storms hold together, which again, they may not, that's still something we have to watch out for. They could move in Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. And as they move from south to north, they would take advantage of that warm air that we had, and unstable air, and then that could lead to, again, some thunderstorm development. The thing is, they would move in while we're in the overnight hours or late where we lose that daytime heating. So they would be more nocturnal, and sometimes they just can't keep their act together and essentially move over the area. They usually lose their steam. Something we're watching, but again, that's one thing that we're watching. But what we're sure of is rain will return to the area. Again, showers, maybe a rumble of thunder moving in from south to north from Oregon as we head into Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning may end up being quite a bit of a headache for your commute. So something to keep in mind. And our weather pattern stays pretty unsettled Thursday and into Friday. We'll have a couple of weak disturbances moving over the area, and that would just bring cooler temperatures, more clouds, and the chance for rain. Thursday may end up being more on the drier side before we get another disturbance moving in on Friday and into Saturday before ridging builds once again into the back half of our weekend. So to unpack the 7-day forecast, because again, it's all over the place. Today near 70, tomorrow near 80, and then showers move in from the south late. Wednesday, starting off with rain, tapering to showers, and we could have some gusty winds as well. Temperatures, model guidance still all over the place, again, depending on what happens with that low. But it's showing temperatures cooler, maybe in the 50s and 60s, but some are also showing warmer temperatures. So I went with the average, mid-60s, so we'll see. But then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, temperatures will be significantly cooler if you compare it to Tuesday, especially. So about a 20-degree temperature drop over the span of a couple of days. And so it's going to be weather whiplash, essentially. So again, that ridge is going to keep this system, again, you see that low spinning, and that's going to keep it well offshore until we get into tomorrow, late tomorrow. And this morning, we woke up to some decent cloud cover, and as of 9 o'clock this morning, we still have some cloudy skies for Olympia all the way down I-5 and then portions of the coast, but it's going to continue to clear as this drier air settles in. And what a view from our Columbia Center Tower cam. program looking toward the beautiful Mount Rainier. When the mountain is out, you know it's going to be a nice day, and it's going to stay out. Highs today 50s or 60s and 70s, low and mid 70s up in the mountains or passes. If you're hiking, temperatures 60s, Snoqualmie Pass near 70 degrees, so that just goes to show how warm we're going to get. But tomorrow we could have a push of offshore winds, even if it's brief, and that would help us warm up into the upper 70s to lower 80s for Puget Sound. But we're expecting widespread 70s regardless of whether or not we hit that 80-degree mark. Average high this time of year is about 66. We're also going to have some thicker clouds moving in. I wanted to skip ahead to Tuesday evening just to show you what I'm talking about. So we'll likely get some showers or thunderstorms developing over Oregon sometime Tuesday. If they hold together, then some of these could move into Washington, but either way, it looks as though it's going to be rain, maybe some heavier rain. So watch what happens. So it's going to move from south to north as we get into the overnight hours. This is around midnight, but we'll just call it overnight because the timing is going to be everything as well. So midnight, you see that there. We have a band of showers moving from south to north. Wednesday, again, overnight, early Wednesday morning, the pre-dawn hours, and you see some of these oranges. That's indicating some pockets of moderate to heavy rain or even maybe a thunderstorm. The greatest chance for any thunderstorms as a whole would be in the higher terrain, so up in the mountains as well. Then we get to around sunrise Wednesday, and you see more rain over the area, so I would plan accordingly for your Wednesday commute, and if anything changes, we'll let you know. Here's around 9 o'clock or so. We still have rain falling over Puget Sound, and then we'll get a front moving in that's going to help push all of this moisture out of here and get the return of onshore winds. So then we'll start to cool things down. There's the afternoon hours, and then it tapers off to only spotty showers into the back half of the day. And then basically Tuesday evening through Wednesday, and keep in mind this is just one model run, but where we get that band of moisture moving south to north, so essentially almost like a rain train where rain just falls over the same area for quite some time. So Tuesday evening through Wednesday, you see the potential for some spots, especially those caught under some of these heavier pockets, anywhere from ½ of an inch up to an inch for rainfall. But where we get some heavier rain, especially in the Cascade foothills, could pick up more than that. And that's just with that first round. But then we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll have more rain chances. But for now, it doesn't appear as though it's going to be super heavy. The most noticeable thing as a whole will be that we finally get some rain and the temperature drop. So once again, to wrap it up, today near 70, so one of our warmest days, but Tuesday is going to be the warmest day, summer-like heat, and then we cool things down. It also depends on the timing of that one front that I told you about Wednesday, when that's going to help clear things out, and that's when Wednesday afternoon, evening, again, depending on the time of that front, that's when we could get that surge of gusty winds as well. And temperatures will start to drop into Thursday and Friday, upper 50s, lower 60s, and then maybe near 60 degrees on Saturday. And then on Sunday, that's when temperatures start to rebound back to those seasonal norms. Remember, you can always find the latest forecast and an extended look at your forecast on King 5 Plus. That's free to download on your TVs, as well as king5.com, our free King 5 app on your phone, as well as our YouTube page. And remember, we'll fine-tune the forecast and time out the chance for rain, as well as a couple of thunderstorms for Tuesday night and into Wednesday. Until then, enjoy the sunshine.